Hey, John here. Here's Liquor Today number 157. This is a Lydian economy pick and run. As usual, I'm going to play it once slowly and then break it down. During the breakdown, I'm going to share some practice advice you can apply to this lick and pretty much anything else you're practicing. If you want the tabs, you have a link in the description below. I'm going to start here on the 8th fret of the low E string. Right, so this one is based on F Lydian, which is the fourth mode of C major. So you have the same notes as C major, but we hear F as the root, and the spelling of the scale will be, or the formula for the scale will be 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're gonna start here with some superimposed arpeggios. And don't let the name scare you. It just means that you play. You have one chord and then you play some other arpeggio over that chord, and what you end up with is the sum of both chords. So in this case we're gonna play this C major 7 arpeggio, but since this is, you know, played over an F major 7 or a chord like this, we hear the notes in the context of F as a root note. So then we get the 5th, major 7, 9th, and then the sharp 11, or the sharp 4. Sharp 4 and sharp 11 is the same thing. And basically you get a cooler sounding arpeggio by using the same shape as you would for the original chord in this case. So we have the C major 7 arpeggio. That's 8, 12, and then we have 10, 7, 9, 10. So I play this like this: up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. Then we repeat exactly the same arpeggio from the root note, the F here. So the same thing, since the tuning is the same. So we get an F major 7 arpeggio in this case. So that's going to be, well, the same frets, and picking is exactly the same actually. So up, down, 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 up. So from the beginning, up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. And next arpeggio is going to be G7, but starting on the 3rd. So the first inversion of the G7. And the notes in relation here is going to be the sharp 11 or sharp 4. Then we have the 6th or the 13th. And we have the root. And then we have the 9th. And then we have the sharp 11 again, or sharp 4. So this one really sounds Lydian, really brings that sound out, as did this one actually. So basically an arpeggio that contains the Lydian note, which are, you know, the sharp 4. And I call that the Lydian note because that's the only note that's different from a normal major scale. The rest are the same. So any arpeggio then that you play that contains that interval will give you a very distinctive Lydian sound. So again, from the beginning, the frets here would be 9, 12, and then 10, 8, 12. And if you haven't seen it already, it's a very specific setup here or pattern on the guitar, and these shapes are called 2-1-2 shapes. Very on the nose, but it's because you have 2 notes, 1 and 2 notes. So, you know, us guitar players are quite simple, clearly, but you know, you don't need to complicate this stuff at all. So we got 2-1-2, 2-1-2, and then 2-1-2. Then the final arpeggio is going to be an A minor 7. So basically, but played over this chord. So the intervals you're going to get is going to be, and the shape's going to be the same, by the way. So we have exactly the same shape as a G7 chord or arpeggio. So basically we have 2 shapes, major 7 shape, stacked on top of each other, and then because of the tuning, this dominant 7 arpeggio and this minor 7 arpeggio is exactly the same fingering. So in relationship to the F then, we have the major 7, the 9th, the third, the fifth, and the major seventh. So again, from the beginning, picking is the same thing. Then from here, I'm going to slide up a half step to the root note and then simply go down to the root again. So we have a 3-note per string scale here starting from F. So we got F, we have 13, 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 9, and finally 12, 10, 8. And then I just add the octave here to end it somehow. And I don't pick anything on the way back here. Practice-wise here, I would suggest that you take each shape and just go up and down the fretboard chromatically on each string group. So basically you take this one, start down here, do it once or twice on each fret, and then go down. Go up and then down again. And then you do the same thing with the next shape, and then when you get up to the D string, you have a new shape, and then this shape. And also, a good idea to do this instead of just going. So you go up, then you turn it around and go down, up, 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 down. So you kind of get to work on both versions. So you can go like this. And so on. It's a very effective way of getting the idea in your mind when you practice this stuff. And again, I love this concept of moving it up and down the fretboard because I get something very specific to shoot for. So I don't have to sit there, and guess how many reps I need. And yes, you might need more reps overall, but then you can just do a few more reps in each position. But just finding a good way to see. It's sort of like a progress bar when you're, leveling up a video game or something. So for me, it's a helpful thing at least. It makes me more motivated. Plus, you get the benefit of moving it around the fretboard, and you learn the shapes better. And it's a whole bunch of different improvements you can make by practicing this way. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe, recommend it to your friends, and all that stuff. Everything helps, so I really appreciate that. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this one, and see you in the next one.